Welcome back to Grab Your Brew, and if you're new, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Seriously, or the Banshee will scream outside your window.
Grab your brew and join us because tonight's deep dive is Banshees and the Wailing cousins from around the world.
That's right. Ghosts who scream about your death before it happens, because a Google Calendar reminder would have been way too convenient.
Well, it would, wouldn't it? So, the classic Banshee, meaning woman of the fairy mound. So this does follow on from our fae folk because a lot of overlaps. She's part of the Irish folklore going back centuries.
And by part, we mean she's the one outside ugly crying at 2 a.m. Descriptions vary. Sometimes a young, ethereal woman, sometimes an old crone, but always loud pitched crying. Her job is to warn the noble families that a death is coming. I'd rather not know.
I know, outsourcing grief. Don't bother telling Seamus you're dying, just let the supernatural scream lady handle it. And why is it only the noble families? What about us commoners? Do
Are
we
we not
not
worth
need
a
to know?
cry?
Apparently not. I'll cry for you.
I'll cry for you too, but we'll figure it out. We're already dedicated to haunting each other.
Yeah.
The O'Neill family is one of the most famous cases. Around 1607, locals swore they saw a woman combing her hair by the riverside before Hugh O'Neill, son, died.
I
Sorry.
mean,
I'm sorry.
just saying, if I saw a stranger by the river combing her hair, my first thought would be great grooming routine, not, oh my god, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, she's taking good care of her hair. I wouldn't think, oh shit, she's got a comb in her hand. Impending
She's got a
doom.
comb. She's armed. And yet one of those thoughts would have been correct.
Touche. So, Scotland, she's the Bania. It looks a
That
bit
one's
like
more fun to
being
say.
nigh. I know.
Be
The
nice.
washerwoman at the ford. That's what that one means. So the Banshee means fairy of the mound. This one means washerwoman at the ford. So instead of wailing, she's washing blood-stained clothes belonging to the soon-be-dead.
Oh, okay. Ghostly laundry service. I wonder if she takes requests like, hey, could you throw in my socks while you're at it?
Then in Wales, now this one, I just let me think a second. It's the Coiraith. Coiraith, if I'm saying that
Coy wreath.
properly.
Wreath wreath?
Rye, like
We'll
rye
put it on
bread.
the screen.
Coiraith. So this one's a disembodied moaning voice, and if she calls your name, doom.
See, that's just rude. It's one thing to cry, but to call my name and shame you before you die, that's some petty ghost energy right there.
No.
I can handle the
So
crying, like, oh no, there might be a ghost coming, but to say, Leanne, oh, why?
personalized death messages. New
Can't find them
hallmark.
on Etsy.
I know. Before the Battle of Clontarf, again, that was in
Clontarf.
1014. Pardon?
I
Clontarf.
was just
I
saying
think
the
I'm saying
word,
it
it's
right.
fun to say.
Clontarf. Don't you just love saying some words, but then you say it
Yeah.
so many times it sounds wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, chroniclers said a woman was seen washing bloody armour. Spoiler, she was right. The battle was a massacre.
So basically, history's worth weather forecast. Expect showers of blood with a side of death of the king. So the Banshee isn't the only one screaming about death. Cultures all over the world have their own wailing spirits. It's basically a global genre.
So basically, like Marvel's cinematic universe, but everyone's a ghost with pipes better than Adele.
I think I like that one better, and I am a Marvel fan. Anyway, in Mexico and across Latin America, there is the famous La Llorona, the weeping woman. According to legend, she drowned her own children in a fit of rage or despair. Not quite. I have heard different versions of it, a fit of rage and despair. And now she's
Yeah.
cursed to wander the riversides, crying out, "Oh, my children," in Latin. That's so heartbreaking. Because a lot of the stories I read was she was dealing with postpartum.
Few movies, usually, I mean, one of the popular ones is she found out her husband was cheating on her and was going to take the kids from her, so she killed them so no one could take them. But then
I'd
realised what
rather my
she'd done.
children, yeah, I'd rather my children live without me than not live at all.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
parenting books don't cover that chapter.
Yeah.
Tale is said to bring misfortune, madness, and death. In some versions, you hear her cry close by. You're safe, but if you hear it far away, she's right behind you.
Ooh, that's just evil surround sound.
I know, could you imagine?
And it's bad for me
There's
anyway because my hearing being so bad. Something sounds like over there, so I won't know. I'll never know where she is.
no. So there's events that are purported to be true in, I think it's the 1800s, along the Santa Fe River in New Mexico.
Mm.
Some settlers claimed to see a woman in white walking the riverbanks crying. And in the 30s, multiple families in Mexico City swore that they could hear weeping before a series of drownings.
So she's basically less of a death omen and more of like an active participant in tragedy. The Banshee
Yeah,
says, "Death is coming!" La Lorraine said, I don't know why I keep wanting to say La Lorraine. La
La
Llorona
Llorona.
says, "I'll handle it personally."
Yeah, she's like, don't leave me out. I'm here. Right. Let's move on to Japan.
Ooh,
I do love Japan.
I do. I love the way their brain works, especially when it comes to horror and
Yeah.
myths.
Ooh. So in Japan, the counterpart to the Banshee and La Llorona would be Onryo, if I'm
Unreal.
saying it right. Apologies to any Japanese folk
Can always
that,
send us voice notes to correct us. We
yeah,
welcome those.
we do. We always welcome, some audience participation.
Yes.
So the Onryo is a vengeful ghost, usually a wronged woman. It's always a woman, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
like, we spite you. They wear white burial kimonos, and their long black hair covers their faces, and their cries are chilling. That's making me think of horrors.
Basically, every Japanese horror movie ghosts. Like
Yeah, that
they always like to bring the hair down, the
peek
grudge.
through. Yeah, exactly. Unlike the Banshee, who just warns of death, the Onryo actively causes it. So their cries are said to shatter sanity,
Oh gosh.
bring misfortune, and direct death to their targets.
So she's basically the CEO of Death Cries.
Yeah.
The Banshee is the intern. La Llorona is middle management, and I can't say the name. What could you repeat the Japanese version? The
I think
Onryo?
it's Onryo.
Onryo runs the whole department.
Well,
We
yeah.
are basically laid up Death's management team.
I know, it's brilliant, isn't it?
I mean, it makes sense because let's
I
face
say
it, it's
brilliant,
like
it's
Santa. Death can't travel the whole
informative.
world.
No, exactly. No.
Then
Only
there are
we
the
haven't got magic elves. We've got La Llorona,
Luna.
options.
So
I love that.
fancy.
I love saying that, La
Yeah.
Llorona.
The Spanish, um, it's so You could be saying something like, "I want a piece of toast," but it still sounds so passionate.
Yeah, they're a passionate people.
Yes, I love it. In Italian, very passionate. Then there are old stories of samurais being driven mad by women's ghostly wails, and in Edo, Japan, whole villages claimed hauntings, where the unroya cries preceded illness or disaster.
Imagine explaining to your boss, sorry, didn't come into work, ghost lady yelled till I died.
Sorry.
For valid reason.
Yeah, very valid. Scandinavia has the Mealing. These are spirits of unbaptized or murdered children. They cry out in the night begging travelers to take them to consecrated grounds. That's sad.
It is, and if you pick one up, the child grows heavier and heavier on your back until you collapse. The symbolism's obvious, the weight of guilt, like the Thai movie Shutter. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Oh,
He's in pain after doing something awful that you only find out at the end, and he's constantly sore with his neck, and then by the end you see that the spirit is like sat on his shoulders, wrapped
yeah.
around him. I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
I've seen a lot of like I know this is kind of off topic, but where they go to like witch doctors and stuff to have demons removed, and the witch doctor describes it. This like real life stuff, not movie stuff. And they describe it
Mm,
sitting on them shoulder, and then they remove the demon, and then their like back pain disappears. There's a lot
it's
of
mad,
stories
and
like that. I'll send them to you when I come across them.
I wonder if that's why I've my fibre is so bad. I've just got multiple demons hanging off me.
That's what's wrong with my ear. I've got a demon poking me in the ear. Like,
Yeah,
listen,
it's just
listen,
following you around,
listen,
going,
listen, listen.
bam,
How
bam,
dare
bam,
you go
bam,
to
bam,
therapy?
bam. Love me! You need me!
I don't need you, you need me. Yeah, but try telling that to some poor farmer in the 1600s Sweden. Just trying to walk home from the tavern on a leisurely, drunken night. Oh, great. A ghost toddler. Guess I'm dead now.
I mean, toddlers are pocket-sized terrorists, aren't they?
Yes.
And where are we? So, 18th century story tells of a man who heard a baby crying in the woods. He picked
Mm-mm.
up what he thought was like a swaddled child, but as he carried it, it grew heavier and heavier until he was crushed into the earth. So the next day, villagers found just footprints and not heading into the forest and nothing leaving. Just crushed him
Oh,
into the earth.
gosh. These stories make you question whether you should save a child or not. But they do say that's why demons always pretend to be children, right? Mm.
Mm.
That's less of a ghost and more like a supernatural kind of well. It's like,
Test your
"Hoo-hoo."
strength. So then we've got Slavic. Do you know what? I don't know a lot about Slavic folklore, so I did enjoy this one. In Slavic folklore, the Rusalka is a water spirit, I suppose like a nymph,
Yeah,
often the ghost of a drowned woman. So I suppose not like a nymph. She lures men into watery graves with her lovely
yeah,
songs.
yeah, kind of
Ooh.
like like a mermaid. What's the other term for it? So basically, she's like a banshee with a better branding, like "Come die, but make it sexy."
Yeah, but still tied to mourning and tragedy. So her wail or song is often heard before storms, drownings, deaths by water. I suppose a lot like a siren.
Yeah, that's the word I
Uh,
was looking for, siren.
yeah. And then in 19th century Ukraine, fishermen swore they could hear a woman's voice singing across the lake on nights when someone drowned.
And
Oh.
but these aren't isolated events either, because in the Philippines, there's the white lady. A roadside ghost, basically, in white, who sometimes cries softly before causing an accident. When you strip away the local costumes, the pattern's pretty much all the same. It's a female figure with a cry or a song, proximity to death, or the eerie feeling of being struck between the worlds.
So basically, Death's hype squad.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
that death management and death cheerleaders.
So what's fascinating, and this is the bit I love when we're doing this research, I love the overlap of cultures from around the world.
Yes.
So sometimes the banshee is a neutral messenger, other times a tragic figure like La Llorona, or actively lethal like the Onryo, sorry. But no matter where you go, whether it's Ireland, Mexico, Japan, Ghana, the human imagination has given us the Wailing Woman to herald death. It
Yeah,
makes sense, really, because there's no life without woman.
no.
So it's like, I'm going to bring you into the world and then I'm going to take you out.
It reminds me of the saying when you were kids where they say, I brought you into this world and I'll take you right back out. Yes. It's
Yeah.
basically proof, isn't it, that no matter where you're from, one thing unites us all: the terror of
Woman!
hearing a woman scream when she's
Yeah,
not even in the same room as you.
I know. So there you have it. We've got the Banshee and her many sisters from around the world, a chorus of death omens, each crying out the same
Hmm.
truth. None of us are getting out of this alive. Not
But
me or you.
hey, at least we're not dying alive. Dying alive? I read far too much. Okay, three, two, one. But hey, at least we're not dying quietly. Thank you for joining us tonight on Grab Your Brew.
Please don't forget to comment below any requests, emails, or even feedback. We're
If you,
always open to feedback.
yes, we are
It's
constructive
yeah,
feedback.
yeah. Either comment below or email at grabyourbrew@gmail.com and write request and subject line.
If you'd like us to blind react to a video, just email us or DM us with the title Blind React. Otherwise, I will open it and naff up the whole thing.
Again, please like and subscribe. We're trying to grow our channel and join us next Monday for our deep dive into ghosts around the world.
And don't forget, every Wednesday we'll be releasing ghost stories. Until then, have an amazing week.
Bye.